Hello, tubers and tubettes. My name is David, and I live in Northern California, and I love California. So now this one is going to be for California pool designer, and basically what I'm going to be doing now is I've got a Zoom meeting. So the owner has a meeting where he wants to talk to us via Zoom. I have a contract that I sold, so I've got to take it to the office anyway. So I'm going to go to the office with the contract, and then I think I'm going to sit in the office for the Zoom, and then probably go run and grab my wife some lunch. I have 2 appointments to do today. One's a second appointment, and then one is going to be a new appointment. But I'm trying my hardest not to set up any appointments for tomorrow. And Monday is a holiday, Memorial Day, so I'm actually going to end up with a 4-day weekend. I thought I was going to be trying to go down to Palo Alto to get those bullets for the front of my 57 GMC, but I do not have to go down there because I have the right bullets. I mean, it's always so nice when things work out. I have myself all stressed out for no reason. But I mean, it was worth, I did need to be stressed out. I did need to be proactive about it. So I had a guy that I talked to about the 57. Oh, so on my Zoom meeting, let's talk about pools. On my Zoom meeting, we have the owner. He's 80 years old. His son runs the company. He's 60 years old. And I don't know, they're going to talk to us about a feature that we put on our pools. It's called deep heat return system. It makes a lot of sense because when you have any body of water like a lake or a pool, we're typically pulling the water off the top. 75% comes off the top, 25% off the bottom. So just like on a lake, when you dive into it, it's always warm on the first foot. At the very bottom of the lake, it's super cold. So we have a system on our pools that we pull the water off the top through the skimmer, and we take that warm water and we return it back to the very bottom of the pool through 2 return lines. So we're taking the warm water off the top, returning it back down to the bottom. We know that heat rises, so this warms the pool from the bottom to the top. And just by recirculating it like that, raises the temperature about 5 to 7 degrees warmer. Now, whenever I do my designs, if you were to flip it over, you'll always see where I describe the deep heat return system. It's part of my presentation because it's actually something that doesn't cost me anything. It's done on every one of our pools standard. And it is a big benefit, in terms of making the pool a little bit warmer. So we've got a Zoom meeting today, and I think the owner wants to go over this, and I don't know why he wants to go over it. It's kind of a waste of time, but I guess he feels that some people are not using it, they're not saying anything about it, I don't know, but it's not me, because I do it on every one of my jobs. You can flip over my picture that I leave, and you'll see the drawing right there, how I explain it. And to me, it's important to explain it because it doesn't cost you anything. It's included in the price, and there is a really big benefit to it. There's a couple of little secret things that we do on that in terms of the diffuser that's on the bottom. But I think it is a benefit. But is it worth it to have a Zoom meeting over it? No. It'll be interesting to hear the owner try to explain it because he's 80 years old, and I think he's having a bit of dementia. So it's his thought process is really random. But I think it's all of us that are there, we've been there for many, many years. We all know, unless there's somebody that's not saying it, which I know who might not be saying it, but he's not even a full-time salesperson. He's our concrete guy, so maybe he doesn't want to use it or doesn't say it or whatever. But they're always trying to give you something, to help you sell more pools. But it doesn't really help me because I'm already doing it. So, but normally I can just do my Zoom meeting in my car, you know, at home or on the side of the road somewhere, a gas station. But I actually like to go into the office, and then I'm going to turn that contract in first. So it's 9:20 right now, so it'll give me a few minutes to turn it all in, and then we can get it set up for USA Underground, where all the utilities come out, because I've already laid the pool down on the ground. And then we can also get the engineering that we need for it so we can be submitted. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going there now. It's supposed to, the Zoom meeting is supposed to be at 10 o'clock. And I just hope it doesn't have anything to do with raising the price, because prices are too high as it is. And we're not selling anything. I mean, I sold one, but I know I'm the top salesperson there. There's nobody selling anything. So I guess we'll see what happens when I get there. I know one time we thought we were having a price increase, and I was really getting upset about it. And I didn't even want to go to the meeting. I didn't want to hear it because I was having such difficulty selling. Finally get to the meeting. We're sitting there. This is like an in-person meeting. You have to be there, mandatory. We get there, and we're all sitting there waiting and everything. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes. Now it's 20 minutes go by. Finally, the son calls up the father, and he says, hey, you know, we're all sitting here waiting on that meeting. And he goes, oh my God, I completely forgot about it. I'm like, oh my God. Well, luckily we didn't get a price increase, but it did make me stress out a little bit. So if we do get a price increase, it could just really literally shut down our season. It did last year. And I don't know what's in his mind. I mean, I know that they think they're not making enough money on the pools, and that's probably true, you know. But right now is not the time to raise it. But again, I don't own the company, so I can only say, and I don't think you're going to have any salesperson, other than we do have one salesperson who thinks, oh, the price is too low. Yeah, but he can't, he doesn't sell anything, you know, so I don't know why anybody would say that at a sales meeting, but that's the way he is. So I'm going to go there, going to set up my phone there so I can be involved with the Zoom meeting, get this thing turned in so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Try not to, I'll run these 2 appointments tonight, and I'm not sure, I might be missing a dinner because I missed one yesterday because I had an appointment, and then but my wife knows that appointments, they have priority. And then I'm also thinking I may talk to this lady. I got to go check and see if I do have sway bars on my 56. But it's a 56 Chevy with a straight axle, so I'm not sure how that sway bar works on the front. But I guess it's tied from the frame to the axle, so that's supposed to make it handle a lot better. And maybe that is something worth getting. It'd be like $250 for both of them, and maybe I can get a little bit more of a bargain on it from this crystal. So that might be my next thing that I'm looking at getting. I have to get some another radiator, I think. I don't think my radiator fits on my 56, and I may need to get another pulley, pulley to go on the water pump. I don't think mine fits either. So I do want to move forward to try to get that thing started. I got the gas tank off and I had it cleaned. I think it's going to go back in there in the cab. And then I've got the seats where I have to weld on a nut. So before I can get it powder coated, I'm going to have to weld that nut on there. And I'm going to have to get a nut that looks similar to the one I have, and then have my guys weld it on for me. So I'm hoping I can put that nut on there. That way I can go ahead and order a reupholstered seat, to go into my 56. So I'll have something to sit on. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I wish that I didn't have this obsession. I wish I could just be like a friend of mine who doesn't have anything other than, he's trying to do stand-up comedy, and he doesn't have any hobbies like I have, like this craziness of buying cars. I wish I wasn't that way, but I just love them. I love cars. I love everything they stand for. I love driving them. I love being in them. I have all these different ideas, and so it keeps me mentally sharp, and it really gives me a reason to work, because if it was just about making money to pay bills, or save, then I can only go so far. I really do feel like our savings is done. I mean, yeah, you could always save more, but how much more do you need? I like buying car parts. I like finding car deals, and I like researching things. So even this whole thing about the bullet, it was kind of interesting to know that a 57 GMC does have a different bullet. It's the only year that they did a different bullet on it. And it is amazing to me that the bullets that I got when I bought my truck, they are the right ones. So that makes me think the bumper I have is the right one. So the only thing that might be wrong about it is that I think it does go on like a half or maybe 3/4 ton. And I think mine is a 1 to 1.5 ton. And it has more of a real solid big bumper, which I don't have that, nor do I want that. I like the bumper that I have. But on the 56, that bumper is original. I mean, it's you can tell it hasn't been taken off or moved or anything. So only thing about that one is I only have one license plate, and to be legal you got to have two, one in the front, one in the back. So the one that I have, I don't know if it's worth it to get it all bent back out and then put it on the back and just have one license plate. And I don't even know if there's a possibility that I could have another license plate, made that would could be a duplicate, not necessarily from the state. If I can't do that, then I may have to use another license plate. I think it would actually be a yellow plate. The one I have right now is black with yellow letters, but that's what came on the vehicle. So I don't know if the original yellow ones were lost, and I don't even know if it makes that much of a difference, but I do have another set that could be used on a 56. And I saw another one on Craigslist where they have two of them for like $200, and they're original and they're not pristine, but I could get those and then have the DMV allow me to put it onto my truck once I get it running. So I guess we'll have to see. But I have one, which is just sad that I only have one. I don't have two. And I tried to look as much as I could on all my parts that I have, and I did not see another license plate. I do have another license plate, but it's not the right plate. It's some other plate for something else. I have no idea what it's for. It just happened to be in the box of stuff that I had. When I saw it, initially I was so excited, like, oh my God, there's my second license plate, and it wasn't the right one. So when I went to try to take the bumper, the license plate holder off, it was all bent to hell. Like somebody just bent the crap out of it. So that's with my bullets, and that's going to also be not necessarily chrome, but he straightens out, really messed up metal. So I'm going to have him do that. And I may have him just straighten out my license plate. And even though I only have one, it is the right one. So, and I might just have him straighten it out and use it for the back license plate. A lot of times you don't have a front license plate, but unless I get pulled over or some kind of major problem, they might not even ask. I mean, there's people in California driving around with license plates from another car, or registration stickers off of another car, you know, and so, I mean, they're doing it to defraud the registration. I'm not doing it, I just don't have a second license plate. Maybe there is a place that makes them, but it would have to be kind of clandestine, because you're not supposed to have a license made by another agency other than the state. And of course, the state's not going to make a second license plate for you. So I'll have to talk to some people and find out if there's a possibility that I could get it. Maybe that's the reason I have that second plate. It's not the right numbers, but maybe it can be made to be the right numbers. I don't know. I definitely don't know. But having two license plates that are not matched to each other, that doesn't make sense to even have those. Why even have it? So maybe he was going to use it for the front. I don't know what his ideas were. So anyway, thank you for looking. Thank you for coming along on my journey, and subscribe if you can, and have a great day.